Hi everyone, welcome to another stream. Promised you cake decorations, so that's what I'm doing. Sorry, still bad lighting, still bad camera, still my phone. Sound could be awful, I'm sorry. Yeah. Anyway, a few little housekeeping things just before we start. If you're going to join in chat, please be kind to me, to other users. Happy to answer questions, happy to interact. I want to interact, so I've got my laptop set over here, camera set up here, and I'm going to be working here. So I've got my fondant, I have got my figures, so I'm making Chase, Rubble, and Marshall out of fondant. So I'm going to use a white base, cut the shape out, and then I make the figure on top. I also need to make the Paw Patrol logo, but we'll start with the characters first. So I've got clean hands, but I'm going to wash them again. I've got my corn flour, I've got my gloves all ready to go, I've got everything all ready, so I'll just wash my hands again. How's everybody's week been? It's been school holidays this week for me. Sorry, you're just going to see my back for a minute. Yeah, so been school holidays, so I've had my daughter home. And that's been quite cute actually. We went for a walk on Monday and she managed to walk 6 k's with me. He's going to touch my hair, but I'm going to put my gloves on. And we stopped halfway and she had her snack and she I put some music on and I had a bit of a dance and she got up and danced with me and I picked her up and danced with her and she was like, whoa, hey, who's this? So we just had a happy day. No major issues with behaviours this week, which is fantastic because she has been a little madam recently. About 6-year-old going through lots of changes in her little world and, you know, in her learning and her mind and things like that. So, yeah. For me, I still haven't really recovered properly from whatever I had. Like, I'm not sick anymore, but I'm very tired. So, the walk on Monday took a bit out of me, and I had Tuesday as a rest, and then, I've got too much corn flour here. And then, Wednesday, little madam didn't want to go for a walk, so we didn't go for a walk. And she wanted to paint, and that's fine. She's been wanting to get at these activities since her birthday, but it's barely time without her brother around. So she did her painting, and of course today here in New Zealand is Anzac Day. Remembering those who fell. First World War. Please kick me. I'm not very good at history, but all fallen soldiers really. Yeah. Any soldier who's fallen is basically, yeah. Anyway, so that's what we're commemorating, our soldiers who went to war for England and for our country, so that we can have a country, and so that we can have freedom, because imagine if the outcome had been different. So, I have got in my title, Parenting with PTSD, because the reality of it is that's what I do. And having a 6-year-old daughter is kind of eye-opening. How innocent she is and how intelligent she is, especially seeing as I was her age when stuff started happening to me. And you know, so I look at her like, just how could anybody want to hurt something so small and so innocent? If you are in chat and viewing and you can't hear me, please let me know. I might have to rearrange where my camera is, because it's not sitting in its usual spot. Well, it is kind of, but it didn't want to sit where it would normally sit. So, right, so I'm just going to knead out some fondant. And I'm going to cut out Marshall first. I'm going to make him first because to me he seems the easiest one. And I don't have to mix any colours for him. For Rubble and for Chase, I have to mix up sort of tan colours. One's like a really light tan and the other one's sort of an orangey. Yeah, so if I at least get the bases cut out of the white for them all, but going Marshall first, and then I'll start on Marshall's helmet and things, and his little paws and whatnot. And yeah, so basically the theme of my cake this weekend is Paw Patrol. And yeah, the cupcakes went down well. The icing got licked off. I don't think anybody actually ate the cupcake except for the adults. But there were good reviews from the adults. The red velvet cupcakes were really nice, and I've never tried the recipe before. Hi viewer, welcome to my stream. I'm just making Paw Patrol decorations for a cake. I'm just going to make bases out of white fondant and then build the characters on top of that. So I hope you've had a good week. It's Thursday, it's the Anzac Day here. Roll this in some corn flour, otherwise it sticks. Oh, I don't like it stuck. Don't want it too thick, but I just want a base to build the character on. Makes it easier in the long run. I'm learning slowly. Right, that's my knife, and I need to change the blade. Got these cute little Kmart knives. They work just perfectly for fondant cutting. It's a little scalpel. Danger Mouse. I can still, oh, now that's going to get an earworm stuck in my head. That's my scalpel. I just can do quite a bit of damage with myself with these. So they are sharp, but they're really good for cutting out fondant. So now I've got my template and I just lay it down and cut around it basically. Yes, okay, so I was at, my daughter is at the age that I was when things started, not nice things started happening to me. If you've seen previous streams, you'll know. Anyway, so watching my children play and just thinking how innocent they are, and sadly for me, my emotional development stopped at that age, at the age my daughter is. So her and I clash because I am literally her age. That's where I stopped growing, I guess. And I've got adult maturity and learn adult things, but I haven't really developed the child. So it's a learning curve having a 6-year-old daughter. It is also really sad that somebody would want to hurt me at that age, really. Yeah, anyway, so I have hypersensitivity, which is part of my CPTSD, and it means sensitivity to noise. And two children, siblings fight. They love to do that. That's what they do. So by the time it gets to a Thursday here, and that's when they go to their dad, I am well and truly ready for a break, even though I love being a mum and I wouldn't want to do anything else with my life at the moment. It does mean that I have a shorter fuse than some parents, and I don't always deal with their behaviour the best way I can. You know, I try the whole counting, time out, but that doesn't always work. And then when my daughter flips her lid, I can flip mine, because emotionally, you know, I'm her age. So how does a 6-year-old deal with a 6-year-old, you know? So I've got to learn to take cues from her, and she's got to take cues from me, and we do a lot of apologising to each other, which is good, because we can both, you know, I'm teaching her to own what she's done, and her responsibility in something, and I'm also having to really look at the way I deal with things and interact, and yeah, so parenting is a really big learning curve, and when you've had something happen to you, yeah. And I was warned that once my daughter got to a certain age, this would happen, so it's just from going back in my memory bank and working out dates when we were at family events and things, family photos, whatever, family birthdays, how old I actually was. It's just a little bit older than her, but not much. Yeah. So trauma can do lots of things to your brain without you even realising it, and then you get to an adult and you're just like, what? And that's why working on yourself and learning about yourself and learning about trauma and how it affects your brain and your body and all sorts of things is, yeah, it's worth doing, you know. I do find they do take a bit out of me, and I do need a lot more sleep, but I don't get as much sleep because I can't sleep at the moment. So I don't know whether that was just part and parcel to another, my first relationship ending since my husband or whatever, you know, I don't know. But sleep has been like I have a newborn, and I don't have a newborn at my house, but I sleep like I have one, so not good. Anyway, I'll get there. I stay up until I'm tired, like shattered tired. Okay, we've sort of got a Marshall template here. Doesn't take long once I'm on there. Hello, 2 viewers, welcome viewer. I am making Paw Patrol heads, I guess, figures, for a cake for this weekend. I've been given creative license. I had no idea what to do, so I'm literally just going with what I think will be cool. It's for a 4-year-old, so 3 boy characters. This is for a 4-year-old boy. Yes, I may be being sexist, and I apologise if anybody feels that way. But I know who my boys' favourites are, so, you know, I'm just going with it. And Marshall's going to be the first one I make because I don't have to mix any colours for him. So I thought I would get his base ready first. I'm trying to get all the yucky bits off now, but some of them do dry and fall off anyway. It's really hard to cut accurately. Most of my decorations are cut with this, not cutters. I've got a few cutters, but things like this I just have to make my own basically, and yeah. I was going to use cardboard tonight, but it just couldn't be naffed. It's just an extra step I didn't feel like doing this time. But maybe next time I'll see. So it's, don't have to be too fussy with this bottom layer, because then the other layers are going to go on top. Okay, so where are we going to put you, Marshall? We're going to put him over in the corner. Provided he's not stuck down, that's the other problem. It is a little bit stuck down. Started off with too much corn flour and don't have enough now. Right, or corn starch, depending on which country you're in. So we're talking today with a streamer called Buttons, and she works in a factory that makes windshield wipers. They call them windshields over there, and we call them windscreens over here. So she said the ones for our cars over this side of the world and the European cars are a lot harder to make. So that was quite interesting. So I'm learning heaps being part of the Twitch community and the Crazy Kiwi Gamers Discord group, and you know, being part of Sarge and Crazy Granny and that stream, and yeah. So I did find out a way that I could get blurps to work, but I can't work out how to set it up. There was a link in someone's stream, and it seems to be working. I just have to work out what it's asking me to put in for information. So I was too slow on the uptake today, trying to have a sleep to be energised to do this tonight, to talk to Sarge before he went into his stream. So he is in his at the moment. Just see if I can do this. I'm a bit not sure I'm even going to get this right. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go, because he's on at the moment. Hey, I've got 4 viewers, awesome. I've just done a where's my words? I've just done a shout out to Sarge NZ, one of my good friends who has helped me get up and into streaming. And giving him a shout out because I have got quite a few followers thanks to his Discord group, or the Crazy Kiwi Gamers Discord group, so it's everybody's there. I don't have a link to the Discord. I'll do a couple more shout outs soon. Welcome, 4 viewers, awesome, how are you? Feel free to chat, please. If you're new, you might not be able to, and I haven't changed that. You need to wait an hour, I think. I should have changed that before stream. However, I now need to make the second character. I'm going to change these gloves, because these gloves get a little bit warm inside. Okay, and then we've got, I'm just going to do another couple of shout outs, guys, while I'm here. Get the names right, because otherwise I'm giving the wrong person a shout outs. Oh no, we're good, okay. Chat. Still getting the hang of this, but at least I can do it. See if this one works. Shout out to Old Crazy Granny. Oh, why do I have to press chat? I want enter to chat, but anyway. Looks like that worked. Okay, so she's over there playing American Truck Simulator as well. And no, that's not what I wanted to push. Hang on, I'll just get my shout outs out of the way. I wish it would come up with their names, but no. We've got Flash is over there as well, playing American Truck Simulator. Is that what they're doing? Yep. So these are people to check out, as well as me. And these 3 are live at the moment. Actually, hang on, because there's one other I think is on too. Maybe I should use 2 hands. And it was like Scuba Steve as well. And sorry guys, I just want to get some shout outs in there. This one here. Oh, I can't. Okay. I've got to get it right, you see. So I'll just have to move my chat window so I can. Alright. Sorry, you can just see my fat arm. That's not very good. Okay. One last shout out and then I'll get back to what I was doing. Put my gloves on. And there we go. So these are my biggest supporters for shout outs at the moment. And I'll do some more shout outs later. Sorry for the arms and losing the old viewers. Not what you wanted to come in on a stream, but anyway. Never mind. I now have 20 followers. 20 followers on Twitch. 30 to go. Fantastic. Happy as, eh? Thank you so much to all my followers. So I will shout out the new followers a bit later. We'll just get on to doing what we're doing. Okay. So, parenting with PTSD, shit. There's just all sorts, like... At the end of the day, like I said, I've got, because of my sensitivity, they go to bed and I just want to read. Like, I don't do a lot after they go to bed. I sit in the quiet and just, yeah, people think I'm strange, like maybe watch a TV program or two that I've recorded off Sky, satellite box thing, for those who aren't Kiwis, and that's just while I'm having something to eat. That's if I eat dinner, because no, I haven't really sorted my nutrition goals yet, but I'm getting better. My body needs to recover from whatever bugs it had, so yeah, so quite often, yeah, if there's just downtime, quiet time, much needed, really, to reset my head, to reset the sound levels. Like, it can be like I've been at a rave or something, for hours and hours after they go to bed. And the later they go to sleep, the later I stay up, just because that's how long it takes for my poor little head to get out of it, I guess. Yeah. So I do lots of reading on my Kindle, which isn't really good for my eyes. I should go back to real books, but no. I've met somebody on the dating site, just talking to them, not met them, who has written a book, a sci-fi book, and it's available on Amazon. So I've said that if I've got it in the budget, then I will go and buy his book and pre-order it. It's not too expensive. It's a sci-fi novel. I mean, may as well support a Kiwi author. So once I've done that, I'll probably give him a little plug on here too, for anyone who's got Kindle, or even who's got Amazon and wants to read a new sci-fi book from a Kiwi, up-and-coming Kiwi author. My friend Ange has also written some books too, but I think they're a little bit on the naughty side. So, me, I can't write for shit. I've got a good imagination, but I can't write. I tried to write stories at school, but they always ended up being more like books that I'd read, that I'd been reading. So, and then you get to high school and you don't write fiction, you write essays. Oh, I hate essays. My poor children. They're gonna love it when they get to school. I just hope they are interested enough, like me, to stay, because their dad left at 15. So, well, he's a baker. He's got a trade. So, and he's intelligent enough. No, he is. But I don't know. I think jumping into the adult world too early. Or maybe that's just because I've had to. Kids should be kids. Kids should be little bit kids for as long as they can. Like, my son is 4. He still sleeps in a cot. I've asked him if he wants his big boy bed here, because he's got one. But he doesn't want to sleep in it. He wants to sleep in his cot. And I think if he feels safe there, and, that's what he wants, then that's what he can have. Here's my last baby. That's been weighing on my mind lately. I'm my last baby. And he's 4. And he's 20.3 or something kilos. He's a big boy. A little bit lazy. He's a little bit lazy. But then he's got a sister and a mum to run around after him, so yeah, we're going to have to watch that. We try very hard to get him to do things. Oh dear. One thing, I guess, from my childhood experiences is that I don't ever want my kids to think they're not loved. It was made very clear to me that I wasn't wanted. I was a baby that was made to keep my dad. That's what I'm told. I mean, it could be a completely different thing from my mum's aspect, but can't ask her. She's been gone far too long for that. So, but I know my dad wanted a boy, and then when I was older, my sister and I ended up living with him after the stuff happened to me. So that's my story. he made it clear that, you know, my stepbrother was more important. He wanted a boy, he was a boy. I go inside and do girl things. I think I've said this before, so I just randomly cuddle them all the time, tell them I love them, and so they do it back too. My boy will just run up to me and put his arms around me, but I love you, mummy, or I love you so very much, mummy, and then he'll run off. It's just like those heart-melting moments, because for how much longer have I got that, you know? And when my mum admitted to a psychiatrist that my sister and I stole her life, and that that's why she let things happen to us. I don't want my children to ever think that they stole my life, because they haven't. Like, I chose to have these kids, and it is hard. It's harder for me than, you know, I see some mums cranking it. Okay, yeah, social media is not great, but it's not great for comparing, because you only see the good side of things, I know. But here's the real side. I do look at things and just think, I wish I could be that mum. I wish I had the energy to be that mum. I mean, that's why I started going to the gym and walking, and then things happen, you know, and I can't get out there and be the mum I want to, or be the me I want to be the mum I want to be, and yeah. Everybody has stumbling blocks, whether or not you've got a mental health issue, whether or not every time you get back up you feel like you've kicked back down again. But yeah, some of us just feel it a little bit harder. I don't know, maybe I'm talking through a hole in my ass. I never imagined myself being a solo parent, which is why I waited until I was in a relationship that I thought was stable with someone who I thought was, you know, forever. Sadly, forever's not taught in schools. And, you know, kind of then, you know, learning about the universe and that, I spent so much of my life thinking I don't want to be a single mum, that I kind of wished into life being a single mum. And be careful what you wish for. So it is rewarding. It's amazingly rewarding, and my boy is coming along with his toilet training. He's still not quite good at doing number twos, but he'll go happily to the toilet, do number ones. Sometimes it gets outside the potty. Most of the time it gets in. They grow too fast, and soon they're not gonna be. And having had postnatal depression with my daughter, and then by the time I was over that, she was 2 and I had her brother. Sorry, crying. I feel like I missed out on all the good bits of those years. Oh, the good bits of these years are amazing. Like, they're learning to ride bikes, and they are learning to interact with each other, and my son is now he's been play acting and doing voices for different toys and things for about a year himself, but now he's really getting into role play with his sister, and deciding who's going to be what. So usually it's her getting in there and saying, you're going to be this and you're going to be that. Well, he's getting in on it now too, which is good. He's showing his imagination. He's showing a little bit of leadership. He still cries. He still cries when I drop him off at preschool. And he does it for his dad too, so, and it's a secure attachment. He'd rather be with mum than his friends. However, mum needs that few hours to get the washing done, or to plan cakes, or to walk, gym, sleep. Like I said, gym, I'm not pushing myself, because I'm going to go and get a whole new routine, and a whole different trainer's aspect on things, but after the school holidays. So the school holidays is the end of it nearly. So next week I plan on going in and booking the trainer, finding out how much it is, because I have to put money aside for it. And I'll get back into that side of it and working on nutrition. I just don't like cooking for myself, and I'm lazy. I am lazy. I've become a lazy person as a mum. I've been living off energy drinks, which I have managed to cut those down. I think I said the other day, I have had days where I've had 2, and yeah, I'm still doing that, but 2 is still better than 4. So that's still less sugar than I was having. Yeah, I'm on to Chase now that I've had my little cry. The other thing really with me is that I have family support, yes, if I ask for help. But when I ask for help, or say that I'm struggling, I get told, no you're not, you're doing fine, keep going. And that can be really hard, because it takes so much to reach out and say, hey, look, okay, I'm not coping as well as you think and as well as I think, and I just would like a little bit of a hand here, you know. So I've sort of gotten to the point where I've given up asking. I asked my sister for help, but she's going through her shit too at the moment, so in a couple of weeks she won't be here for a while. So I'm going to feel a little bit all alone in this world. Because she really is, she's my sister. She's been around a couple of times to visit me and the kids, which is great. She's looking fantastic, and, you know, she's just got this last little bit of her journey. Well, it's not even the last bit of her journey. I reckon it's the first. I reckon it's the start of some fucking amazing stuff for her. And I really hope that I'm right, you know. I'm 42 this year. My mum was 43 when she died. 43 and a half. So, you know, I want to see my sister get past that, eh? No one wants to see someone in their family die young. And that's another thing that PTSD can do too, is cause addiction. And it is all throughout my family. So I'd say PTSD is all throughout my family. Mental health is all throughout my family. That's the realism of it these days, and the fact that it's so hard to get help is astonishing. Like, I'm just lucky that, well, I'm not really lucky, I mean the circumstances of why I was able to get funded counselling shit sucks. But thanks to ACC, I was able to access those, and, you know, you've got to go through so much rigmarole to even get that therapy, that help. You have to see a team of psychiatrists that like to sit in front of a panel, and they assess whether or not you actually do have an issue. And at one point I got told no, and then I got sent to a psychiatrist, just a sole psychiatrist, and she diagnosed me officially with PTSD. I think it was 2010. Which is amazing. I mean, when you've lived just being told that you have depression and you're just depressed and you just need to get the fuck over it and shit, you know, and it's like, actually, no. If you read up on PTSD, it's a whole rewiring of your brain. It's like, and you've got to rewire it yourself. It's like going on YouTube and rewiring your house. And you've never had anything to do with electricity before, and you just don't know what you're doing. And that's literally like what trying to organise your PTSD is like, and sort your head and work out what your triggers are. And parenting is a trigger. Kids can trigger things. It's conflict can trigger things. I'm a people pleaser because of what I've been through, and then I end up getting used or walked all over because I'm a people pleaser, and you know. But yet I just keep rising above, because what else do you do? You've got to rise above. Okay, we have 3 little heads. So we got Chase here. So we got the wee Chase base. And we got the wee Rubble base. And then we've got our Marshall base. Okay. So those are pretty easy. I mean, it's just cutting around paper. And I managed not to cut any of the paper. I don't get any paper into the icing, so that's a good achievement, right? Challenges of parenting, crikey. Just being a parent in general is so challenging, isn't it? I know, trying to work out what to give them for dinner that's nutritious, but when they don't like things that are nutritious. My kids will eat noodles every night of the week if I let them, and no way will I let them, but they come home from their dad's on a Saturday, what do you want for dinner? Noodles. Okay, fine, well, that's the easiest thing, yep, that's fine. They've had veggie soup a couple of nights, so I'm glad I made a great big batch of it, but we're almost out, so I'm going to have to make some more. But even that, like, trying to get my head around planning meals and things, that's hard because I've never done that, and we sort of just wing it on the day. So maybe that's something I need to look at doing too, is like meal planning before I do my groceries. I mean, I know we basically buy the same things. They basically eat the same things every week, so I buy the same things every week. There's not much new happens in our house. Take these gloves off, they're sweaty. Ugh. Have some water. I've got my heat pump on and it's a little bit warm because it's just up there. It's into the dining room, but could have been put in the lounge. It wasn't. It was in before we got here, and it's a new one installed when daughter was like only a couple of weeks old because the old one shed out. And at the time it was March and it was really, really hot and we needed the aircon side of it. I'm drinking water. It's water out of the tap. It's not paid for water, it's just the bottle that's in. Oh. Still a bit snuffly. This cold apparently is going around. It's quite bad, so I haven't had it as bad as I've heard other people have, fortunately. Bugger. If you don't wrap your fondant properly, it goes as hard as rock. I had to do a fondant order this week just in case I didn't have enough. Excuse me. And I didn't really need the fondant I ordered. Was that smart? But I always need it for the future. I'm not looking forward to making the colours for Chase and Rubble because there's 3 different browny towny colours. Well, one brown, well, 2 browns, but a brownie town. I don't know. Anyway, mixing colours is not my forte. Okay, we're going to cut off the hard bits. One of the reasons I use this bench because the utensils are right there. Cut off all the hard bits and they can go in the bin. Yep. Here we go, start afresh. So, seeing as I've got the red open, I'm going to make Marshall's helmet. Oh, hey Flash, thanks. Hey Scuba, thank you for the raid. I am just about to make Marshall's helmet after I have made 3 little heads. Just get this red out and then I should be able to touch the little. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. You guys finished over there in the trucking. As you can see, guys, I worked out shout outs. So I gave everyone shout outs. Well, I gave you 4 anyway at the moment, or 5 at the moment, and I've got more to do. Alright, so for those who have just joined, I'm making decorations for a cake for this weekend. Paw Patrol theme, so I'm making... Oh, thanks Sarge! Wicked! 2 reads at once! Welcome everybody, and Crazy Granny! Ah! Thank you! Welcome Raiders! Okay, so I am making on stream tonight. Oh, gloves. Oh, Paul. Marshall, Chase, and Rubble, if you're not familiar with Paw Patrol. So while you've been away, I have made Marshall's base, Rubble's base, and Case's base. And now I'm going to start on Marshall's helmet and his t-shirt. Thank you, Granny. Welcome, Rainers. Thank you so much. Please stick around for a little while. I've been talking about parenting, so if anybody's got some parenting stuff they want to go blog about, vent about, have a go. Like, seriously, this is the place to do it. I've been talking about how difficult it is to be a parent in general, as well as a parent with, so I have PTSD, anxiety, hypervigilance, hypersensitivity, which are, I guess, on-flows from that PTSD. So, yeah. And I am a hobby cake maker because I just love making cakes. I found out that I could do it. I made my Nana's 90th birthday cake, and then a friend asked me to make a cake for her son, and from there I've just had cake after cake after cake. And people that I didn't think would ever ask me for cakes have. So, hey Gordo, welcome. Suggestions to add to noodles as a meal. My children will not let me add anything to noodles, so there's no point. They like things how they like things. I hope everybody's had a great day, a great week. Anzac Day here in New Zealand. Did anybody go to the dawn service? Sad to say I didn't. No, Sarge, gross, they won't eat that. They will not eat cheese and noodles. No. I can't even put melted cheese on a pizza. Mr. Four is like, nah, not eating it. Little toad. They're fussy. They do eat spag bowl, and if I grate veggies or hide them in it, I can get them to eat it, so. Wet fish. Yeah, no, one's keen on fish, the other's not, and not wet fish, surely. Scoob. Go, Scoob. Alright, Flash, have a good sleep. Bit of both, Gordon. I drain most of the water off, but I do like to leave a little bit of flavour in there for them, because the noodles don't always absorb the flavour. Okay, I've just got to work out in my head how I'm doing this helmet. Whether I'm cutting it off Marshall's head, which sounds so brutal, or whether I'm going to try and work it. This is the fun part of being a cake decorator, when you have to make your own like hand-cut decorations. So, oh, did you see, Sarge, that I managed further up in chat to do some shout-outs too? I worked out how to do it. And Scuba, thank you, guys. No, put in flavour in the water, because I don't put in the full amount of water for noodles. 2-minute noodles, people. This is how I like to cook them for my children, so they've got flavour. Do not put all the water in. Put about half the water in. Put the flavour sachet into the water. When it comes to the boil, put the noodles into it. Boil the noodles in the flavouring for 2 minutes or more, because they like mushy noodles. And then drain them, sweet as such. Then drain them, or I use a pasta freaking tool. Hang on. I use a spaghetti tool to pull them out, put them in the bowls, and then I drain some of the soup off, and then I pour it into the bowl. There we go, easy. Because otherwise the noodles don't taste very nice. Okay, gloves coming off. I'm going to cut Marshall's helmet off. Good thing these gloves don't cost a lot, and I'm really missing the bin tonight. I miss having my bin right here, but when I got a bigger fridge, I had to move the bin because there's not enough room. So, welcome everybody. 17 viewers showing on my... That's fantastic. Thank you so much for stopping by. I can hear little stompies under the house. I do believe my cats are underneath the house chasing each other. Got wooden floors. I can hear and feel things under my feet, which is quite creepy. Okay, so I'm just trying not to cut my fingers off. And I'm going to make Marshall's helmet. More gloves. I might have a bit more water actually. Sorry, I'm a bit thirsty from talking tonight. I was right, one's just come running in the door. Hey R2. So for new viewers, I've got kittens that are about 5 months old, and their names are R2, a little girl, and D2, a little boy. I recently became a Star Wars fan at the end of last year, after resisting for 41 years of my life. Although watching them in the early 2000s when the new ones came out, did not like them then, but since have really come to love Star Wars. And so kittens are named R2 and D2. We're going to be R2D2 and C3PO, but 4-year-old and 6-year-old can't really get their mouths around C3PO. And it's quite funny when I yell out, R2D2, R2D2, here kitty kitty. Must give the neighbours some entertainment value, so why not? My last cat was called Turbo, so. Right, sorry. Probably part of getting over this bug that I've had is epic thirst today. So, and also haven't had my epic amounts of energy drink. Yes. Paul, I still do need to take D2 to the vets. It is on my to-do list. It is on my to-do list tomorrow, actually, to ring up and book him in. So, and then book R2 in. Poor little thing. He's not going to stay off her, though, just because she's, yeah. Hi, Toadster! Hi, welcome! Gosh, I'm loving that everybody's here tonight. That's awesome. Thursday night's a good night to stream for me then, is it? If only I had cakes every week. Oh, I'm so happy, Tots. Thank you. I was in Button's stream today, and I got a follower from her, which was wonderful. So much support in the community out there. I love it. I've been feeling today like I want to give up, actually. Like, just having one of those moments where I'm like, oh, do I really want to do this? Am I actually getting to anyone? Am I helping anyone? Am I just literally sitting here talking shit to no one, just to fresh air? And I know that's what the best thing to do. Just keep talking. Just keep talking. Because there's nothing worse than coming into a silent stream. Although I had 4 viewers before that were watching my armpits as I was trying to do shout outs. So that was a bit unfortunate. But again, that's my camera angle. My tiny little phone over here. My laptop's over here. Yes. Right, so Marshall's helmet's got like a tiny little hose or something on the side of it. I'm trying to cut around it to make the helmet and then put the hose on. Very technical, this cake stuff. Very technical. Like, you wouldn't believe. Oh, what do you want, madam? R2's like all around my feet at the moment. Cupboard love. You've been fed tonight, darling. You have been fed. It's one thing my grandfather taught me, all cats are liars. They'll always tell you that they're hungry and they need feeding. They're lying. These two are so well fed, it's not funny. Okay, so they be very, very diet. They get kitten gravy sachets because there's none of this jelly for these two. They won't eat the meat that's in the jelly. They'll just eat the jelly. They get fresh meat every now and again. What was it? Steak and kidney. And they get fish when my friend brings it round. He's clears out the freezer every now and again from old fish. So, yes, fondant. Hey, no, don't need help. Deets, I don't need help. He's trying to be an assistant. Yes, I love fondant too. I don't like cakes. I'm not much of a cake eater, but fondant, I'm very entertaining in my Paul. Thank you. Followers are free or your money back. I love that. Followers are free. Well, I'm happy. I've got 20 followers now, and after 10 weeks streaming, I guess that's an average of 2 a week, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty stoked with myself. I really am. I did try to work out how to set up blurbs today because I used a link from your stream tots, but I don't know how to set it up, so maybe I might have been wrong. But I'll get there. My laptop does make noises, so at least that's a good start. I would really, really love a PC with a good camera and a good setup, but... Okay, I'm going to put Marshall's helmet on him. We'll see if it fits first. See if I've cut it right. Sort of. A bit of smushing, and we will be... That's the other thing, is like making the base and then making the bits to go on top of it. Oh, no, I did get told, Scoop, that if I have my laptop running with Blurps and they're open, it will work on my laptop, just not on my phone. So while I'm on my mobile, as long as I've got everything open on my laptop, it should work. That's what I got told, anyway. I don't know. But I want to try. Eventually. I mean, it just makes the stream a little bit more interactive. Oh, I am correct. Oh, great, Top. That's great. Thank you. Yay. Okay, so... yeah, Primus told me that, so he's the other streamer that I know. Yes, I'm just using my phone as a camera. Then I've got everything else open on my laptop. Still getting the hang of it after 10 weeks. Play with things, work out where I'm going, what I'm doing. I can't tell my left from my right most times, so... Oh, great, thank you. Yes, okay. D2. Okay, we're now having a scrap on the back of a chair. Like, seriously, my kids aren't here for the weekend, but now I've got two crazy cats who have just decided that under the house isn't fun to play. We're going to hang off the back of Mum's dining chairs. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands, and this is really... Oh, it just gets really annoying with these on, with the fiddly work. Most of the time these bits don't get eaten, they get taken off and saved by people, so... I did already have clean hands under my gloves. So the little boy is a friend of my children, so they're going to the party. But again, just like me, my kids don't eat cake. My son loves the icing. My daughter loves fondant. She'll like, if I've got any spare fondant bits over, she will be having her hands out for those. So, and my son will eat fondant, but he will eat icing, and sometimes he'll eat cake. But no, she will just be like, I don't like cake. So, okay, that's fine. Mummy likes sultana cake, but I like a sultana cake that someone else has made me. Always tastes better when someone else makes you. You can't get Blurps to work because I haven't set them up, Paul. Or you can't get them for yourself. I haven't set them up yet because I need to work out how to do it and I just didn't have time. That wasn't clean. We want clean utensils. I talk like, you know, you're all part of my family and know me, and so if I sound a bit crazy and do funny voices, that's just me. Okay, we're going to get a paintbrush because we've got to attach old Marshall's hat and smush it somehow to fit. Oh, Snapchat notifications coming in on my phone. I didn't set up my new phone yet. When I do, I'll probably have much better video quality, but be myself. Do you know what I was going to do today and I didn't? I was going to put the radio on in the background, but then I remembered that there's gain your VODs, and if they could hear it in the background, I'd be in trouble. So, I have to work out a level of volume on my radio that I can have that, like, I can hear it and maybe sing along, but no one else can hear it, kind of thing. I don't know. When I'm doing this, I usually have music. I can bop away if I want to and sing and stuff, and just a little bit frustrating. But I mean, I'm still wondering, I still don't know if I can use, because I've got Spotify on my computer, and I have Spotify, and I have the Twitch playlist, which apparently most songs are okay. But then still I don't know, because I'm using my phone as my camera, if I can run the music through, you know, so. Learning, and at the moment just getting a name for myself and getting some followers. Affiliate would be awesome. To clear anything up, because I have been asked, I don't want to be affiliate because I want to make money. I understand that it's really hard to make money, and that's not what I'm here for. I started doing this because I had a breakup for someone that I really, really loved. I really, really, really loved him. But it turns out that it's very hard for him to reciprocate love to anybody, so not just me, but anyone. And in letting me know that, and in terms of our time of our relationship, the way things were done and said at times were, it just knocked a bit of confidence out of me. So I started streaming because I saw Sarge was doing it, I saw Granny was doing it, and they just look so confident, and Sarge looks the best that I've seen him in years. Even though we know his health isn't that great, those who know Sarge. And I just thought, well, hey, look, if they can do it, I can do it. So here I am. Trying to get confidence, trying to, and just be part of something. Growing up the way I did, I love my family, but they're not, they're very, me and my sister are from our mum, and so we I feel we're tarred with the same brush, and so therefore we're just not given a chance. And so this is where I can be me. Like, I can't be me in front of my family. They don't like me, which sucks. At times, I have been, when I didn't know what was going on with me and my PTSD, I've been less than kind, and I do a lot of things to protect myself. So when Nana was dying, I chose to stay away from the hospital to protect myself. And, no, the PTSD is not from Vietnam. The PTSD is from childhood trauma, so I suffered multiple different types of abuse as a child. Just like millions of other people in this world. The difference is I want to come here and let people know that they're not alone. And that mental health is not something to be ashamed of, because I have been made to feel ashamed of my mental health for my entire life. And it was time to say fuck you to the haters and people who don't understand because they're not living it, and find a niche group of people where, you know what, there are actually a lot of us that have been through the same thing. And if my confidence and my experiences can help one other person, then this is all worth it, And it's helping me gain experience. It's helping me gain confidence. So no, I'm not a war vet. I'm only 41. Am I really old enough to be a Vietnam War vet? But anyway, thanks, Tots. Thank you. I'm just sick and tired of people being made to feel ashamed of who they are and what they've been through, and being, I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor, right? Okay, because I'm here, I'm still standing. Yeah. Until you can face it, until you can own it, until you can stand up and go, yes, this is what I've been through, and fuck it, I'm working on myself because I want to move forward, you're a survivor. You change your attitude, you change your thinking, you think, this is what I want. I don't want to be this way anymore. And, one of the main traumas of your childhood was you had no Wi-Fi. Well, I had an old DOS computer. Wi-Fi wasn't an issue for me because we didn't even know what the fuck it was until I didn't even know what Wi-Fi was until I was an adult. I didn't have dial-up until I went to uni. So how's that? I didn't have internet at all as a teenager. My auntie did, but I didn't. So boo-hoo to bloody had no Wi-Fi. Is that a little taking the pissy? Anyway, I really am thirsty tonight. Too much talking shit. Anyway, so that's why PTSD. No service for me. I have served the services. I have worked in Burnham military camp, and I used to work in the Foursquare in the what we called hot shots, which was doing hire purchases. So the guys would sit by beds, couches, fridges, clothes, boots, or you name it. I even sold guns. I was allowed to sell guns. I only had one person that wanted to buy guns, so that's why we were allowed to do it. But yeah, no, that was it was a great job. I actually really loved working out at Burnham. The problem was that the army wives didn't like a single lady working out in Burnham was them with their husbands, apparently. So I hot-footed it back into town. And that's actually funny because when I was in town when the earthquakes hit, so it was only a few months after I left Burnham, and when I lived in Burnham, there's a coal train that goes past Burnham at about 4 o'clock in the morning. So the first earthquake that we had on, is it September the 10th? September something anyway, fucking hell. Anyway, I heard something fall and I heard the rumble of the earthquake. And I just thought the coal train was going past, so I rolled over and went back to sleep. It wasn't until my sister came running into my bedroom, like, you alive, you even here? I'm like, yeah, what? She's like, earthquake. What, shit, what? Nah, train. No, she's like, earthquake, get out of bed. So, one of the good things about living in Burnham was the first earthquake. I didn't even know we were having one in Christchurch, so that was good. Second earthquake, I was right in the middle of fucking town. But that's how Holden got his name. Okay, working out now which bit to do next. I've got a tiny little strip of yellow and I really don't want to get the yellow out, so I'm going to have to try and make these 2 bits out of red, and I don't really want to cut it, but I'm going to have to cut it again with scissors. It's like play school time, eh? Preschool. What's the play school theme? I can't remember. Here's the window. No, I can't remember. Anybody remember the play school theme from New Zealand? Look it up on YouTube, I'm sure you'll find it. Got Billy T play school too. That one's a bit funny. YouTube is a fun place. Anything Billy T James, if you're not a Kiwi, anything Billy T James, you've got to look it up. It's so fantastic. Hey Gordo, you've got a favourite clip, you could link it in the chat there. Sorry, concentrating on cutting because if I don't, I will end up with one less finger. Yes, I am that person. Have a laugh, it's fine. Reals appreciate all the raiders that have stayed and are watching still. Thank you so much. I'm just a mum who loves to make cakes and spread joy and kindness and let people know that they're not out alone in this world and that you can decide to be the best you can be and do everything you can. You just have to want to do it bad enough. I wanted to do it bad enough when I had a breakup before I met my ex-husband, and then I met my ex-husband, and then having postnatal depression and having 2 kids, and not only my mental health needed looking after, my physical health too. So here we are. Camera is not good for they say it's £10. I'm going to attest to that. Yes, it fucking does. But I have lost over 30 kilos since I had my son in 2020. I know that sounds like it's taken a long time, but that's been really good for my mental health as well. Not feeling so breathless because I have asthma and I'm a smoker, and I probably do have a little bit of the old COPD coming up. Not gonna lie. So yes, working on my sugar first, and then I'm gonna work on not smoking because I really don't want to. You know, what am I, 41, and my daughter's 6, so she needs another 50 years out of me, ideally, or more, you know, like, if I'm anything like the matriarchs of my family, I will live until my 90s. I'm not sure anybody could stand me that long, even my children. I'm not sure I could stand me for that long, actually. Could I live in my own head until I'm in my 90s? I'm not entirely sure. Doesn't matter. I might not. I might develop Alzheimer's. That runs in my family too. No, be careful what you wish for. Okay, so now we've got this funny wonky wonky badge for old Marshall's helmet here. It's not quite working out how I envisioned it, but I don't think the 4-year-old will mind, and I don't think the parents will. That's the thing, because it's my hobby, it's not perfect, and people know that. And, yeah, so. Okay, so what are everybody's plans for this weekend? Mine, again, will be, tomorrow night will be icing the cake and chucking these decorations on it. And Saturday we'll be trying to get mentally prepared back to being mum mode for the kids. Hi, who we got? Oh, we got D2. D2, you've already been told there's no more food. No. And that's not helping. He's a teenager, and he does that awkward smooch because he doesn't quite know how to smooch, but he comes in a little bit too hard. Just about pushes you over. You're doing bits and bobs, Paul, with your animals and your significant other, assuming. Bits and bobs are always good. Or is bits and bobs a code name? Okay, no grotty. No grotty here. That's for their streams, not mine. Jokes, guys. Oh, this is annoying me because it's not what I want. I almost feel like I shouldn't have done it 3D. Anyway, we'll see. I'll see what I can do. Well, it's not 3D, it's 2D, but it's too raised. It's 2D. Wife, kids, animals, there we go. All of your significant others. Did I see you have a rabbit, Paul? Always intrigues me, people with rabbits inside. No judgment, it just intrigues me. My auntie had one, and it was house trained, but it always went on the. Well, it went in one place, but it was probably one place it really shouldn't have gone, you know. Like the corner of the lounge, not on what was prepared for it. It's from well, that's what I remember anyway. Naughty Bertie Bunny. Bertie Bunny only had one eye. The stoat got to him, but my auntie got to the stoat. She fought him for the bunny. Well, I tell you what, at least that's the story anyway. The stoat was intent on taking Bertie and half of his eye out, and he got the eye, but he didn't get Bertie. No, Bertie lived to tell the tale. Sure, the stoat lived to tell the tale too, but yeah, she gave it what for, from what I understand. So. How's it? It's not quite right. Not quite right, and I don't like it. So sometimes I can be a little bit fussy in the way I do things. Nope, really don't like that. Now I've fucked it. Can I unfuck it? Can I unfuck it? No. Okay, we're going to try that piece again. That's okay, that's a great thing here too, is we can try these things again. They're both house trained and the cat plays with it. That's cute. It's easier to house train pets than children, eh? I think I'm funny, but I'm not. Right, I'm going to try this again. Even that's wonky, damn it. I try. But if I fiddle too much, then I end up like really wrecking things, so. Sorry, right. Okay. What else can we talk about? Who's got a topic to throw at me? There's only so much I can say about PTSD, and I don't like repeating myself too often. Although I do understand that most streamers do repeat what they've been saying pretty much the whole time. But yeah. Ah! See, look, can't leave it alone. Okay. Try again. I've got to get this. I've got to get this. I've got to get this. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I know I can. I know I can. A little engine that could, right? It's just because fondant is elastic and I don't have any what they call Tylose powder, which stiffens the icing before anybody gets any grubby ideas. Crazy Kiwi gamer boys. So it tends to sort of move a little bit. If I had cutters, obviously it wouldn't move, but because I am using a blade, alright, I'm a little bit happier with that one. Maybe not. Getting there. Thank you for your patience and for watching me, for listening to me talk shit. It's fun and games in the kitchen. Hobby baker. Nope, still not happy with it. I think it must be the picture that's wonky, not me, because that's just not right. But it fits with the picture, so fuck it. Fuck it, because I'm not pussing around. I'm not mucking around anymore. I do have a potty mouth. I do apologise. Some have a problem with it, some don't. It's just who I am. It's part of that whole, if you like me, then you'll accept me for who I am. Wrinkles, warts and all. Oh, it's sort of a little bit off, but it's the best we can do. And again, 4-year-old. Lighting's not the best in here either. Head and windows up. You and your computer. Like, it's always doing something. But welcome back, Sarge. Thank you for coming back. You didn't have to, mate, so I appreciate it. Right, I'm finally getting Marshall's helmet sorted. They could be here all night doing Marshall's helmet. That would not be fun. Okay. I'm going to end up drinking a whole bottle of water this stream. I've got the dehumidifier going, so that's probably not helping. But it's not in here, but I did have it going in my bedroom earlier today, and I did have a nap earlier today, so that's probably what's aggravating it. Anyway. PC just loves you that much and updates all the time. Or it just wants to make sure it's the best PC it can be for you, Sarge. Sorry, that was taking the piss, and I do apologise. Okay, sorry, I do go quiet when I'm concentrating, so bear with me. Concentration face. I've got a light on over here now, and I still can't see. I need one up here. Yeah, anyway. I might need to find an electrician to put a light up here, or find a way to put a light up right above me, because that light just doesn't quite give me enough. And I've got my shadow from this light over there. I mean, this is a fun little area to work in, and my dad actually admitted to me that when he watched me make a cake a couple of weeks ago, that he can't believe what I can make in my kitchen. So for my dad to say something like that, whoa, big deal. That is like a big deal for Dad to actually notice. Given that the time before that it took him an hour to notice that I'd lost about 10 kilos since he'd last seen me. At least with the lighting you don't see any imperfections on my face. I'm going to go with that. It's good lighting for bad faces. So when she says, you're trying not to be naughty with what I'm saying, Sarge. It's when she says helmet and stiffness. Oh, boys. This is why in my caption I've got, I need more female followers. So if you know females that can get in on this and like give as much shit as the guys do, send them over. I've had to stop wearing low cut tops because I get comments on my, you know, so I've put I wouldn't normally, you know I would. I'm just being a tart. I am getting to the point where I'm like, oh, I really am over making these decorations now, and I've still got so much more to do. But we're getting there. Okay, so Marshall kind of has his helmet now. See, we're getting there. My babbling is getting some work done. Don't bash the guys, they grew up watching Rainbow. What's wrong with Rainbow? You do too. They're the same age as you. Golly me, Rainbow. Magic Roundabout was better. There's nothing wrong with Rainbow. Shut up. If anybody knows what he's talking about. Okay. Next bit. Do I do his ears and his face, or do I keep going with the red and put the red on? And I think I'm going to do the ears and the face and come back to the red. Sort of want to work my way down. And then come back to whatever this little thing is on his helmet. And the wee ribbon around the helmet. Rod, Jane and Freddie here. Yeah, I can see that, Sarge. I have the chat open right here, dude, and I can make them bigger. If you like, I can see. It's just that I know you two are talking, and so I'm choosing not to. Cheeky shites. What bigger? I don't even. Goodness me. Okay. Sorted. I'm going to do his ear. No, I'm going to do it. No. Fuck. I'm just going to ignore the chat and let the boys have their little conversation over here while I work out what the hell I am doing. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up in glad wrap. Or no, I can actually put it back in here. Really? Right now? That couldn't have waited. I need to work out how to set up these blurbs too. You could be meaning Kate, Sarge, but I'm sure you're not. I'm sure that Paul knows you're not too. Anyway. I haven't gotten so stuck on TikTok this week. I think I've sort of given up on TikTok a little bit. I've got some followers, but I don't even know if they're real people. Like user blah 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 blah. Seriously? That's your name? Oh. Did you get anything nice for your birthday, Sarge, apart from shouting yourself a haircut? Oh yeah, no, that's exactly right. I know what he means too. Just money so far from Granny. Hey, you got something. Jeez, Granny puts up with you 24/7, mate. The fact that she's giving you money, is she paying you to move out? Sorry, not sorry. You're lost? Why are you lost? Follow? Where are you lost? I could send a party. I'm sure Sarge can send out the SARS for the ex-cop. Hey, nowhere near as lost as you, babe. Anyway, okay. Fuck it all. Yep. See, now I wish I had sound alerts because somebody could have played that. I go fuck it all, and that plays, and then you know. Okay. Let's get rid of all the little red bits, and one good way to get rid of bits of dry fondant on the thing are to use corn flour, or also known as cornstarch, and likes to stick to sticky hands. Sarge, the caking mum isn't always lost. Yeah, no, he knows that. 17 years now, because I met you just before your birthday in 2007. How good's that for memory? So I've known you for a lot of birthdays. Jesus, I've known you since Kiwi Beaner was like 5. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she turned 6. I remember her 6th birthday anyway. Because didn't I buy her something? A bag? Yeah, you use gloves so you don't get sticky hands, that's right. With fondant, Paul. Don't take it any lower. Sarge. For goodness sake, boys. I'd say grow up, but it's beyond us. Okay. Face, ears, Marshall. Oh, God. Had to think about that, what? Oh, it's late at night. And I'm finding it hard to focus on my stream. We've totally gone off topic again, so there is really no point in having a topic at the moment. Not when I'm decorating cakes anyway, I mean everyone knows in chat, but I do eventually hope to actually have content relevant chat streams. But we'll get there. We've got 20 followers, so that's a good start. So, oh look, I'm getting all these KiwiBot notifications from Discord. Okay, why did I put gloves back on? I need to cut the head and the ears. Take the gloves back off to cut the head out, because I cannot use scissors with the gloves on. I had to cut my nails today because I quite often end up putting fingernail marks in the fondant. Not so nice. Honestly, why do I do this to myself? Oh my God! No, the content was, no, anyway. I can never stick to topic. I'm surprised I managed to get through 7th form, although I did fail dismally, except for... Nope, I failed dismally. But hey, I sat all my 7th form exams with an abscess, and I did all the studying with an abscess on 2 teeth. So... Alright, notifications coming in left, right, centre. Okay, so we got little Marshall's face here. Isn't he cute? He's cute. And my son goes, "Oh, Mummy, you're so cute," like actual. Tell the kids they're cute, and then next thing I'm cute. I do love that without any prompting, my son will always tell me that I look pretty, or that I'm cute, or that I'm beautiful. Or like, I put a top on, "Oh, that's so beautiful, Mummy." Raising him right, and I don't even like tell him, don't even prompt him. It's just because I give them compliments all the time. Sarge, I'm reading what you're typing to someone. It's coming up in Discord as notifications, and it's funny. You multitasking over there. Don't hurt yourself. Love that I have 11 people in my viewing at the moment. Appreciate you all. It is so fantastic for a new streamer to see so many people. So I appreciate it. Especially my crazy Kiwi gamer friends. Gotta love the support. I'm slowly getting around all the people that I've followed through Sarge's streams. Oh guys, if you get people complaining of like someone random followed, I do go through and like when people are chatting in your streams, I just go and randomly follow them. And I'll jump into one of their streams every now and again and lurk and stuff. Gives me something to do. Sarge, that was hilarious. I really wanted to read that out. I won't. But, that's funny. That's the Discord group notifications coming up. Oh no, you heard they kicked you out of the loony bin as you were too crazy and Granny ran the place so that she couldn't handle you too. There you go. Copy and paste for the win. Okay, I've got Marshall's face. The dog has a face. The dog has a face. The dog does have a face, but the dog's face does not match the face underneath the... But yeah, crazy accents too. Please forgive me. No, we might be... See, that's fucking light. Shame I don't own the house. I think by the time I get things on him, well, maybe he needs just a little bit of rolling. Just elongate his face a little bit. You hope the dog has a face that would look funny if it didn't. Yes, Sarge. This I know. But it has the top layer of the face. You're a smart shit tonight. How old did you turn again? 1 year older, 1 year smarter? 45. There you go then. That's why. Because you turned 45. Do you know the best way to make the bottom and the top match? Just cut away the bottom. Till it matches the top. Not actual. And his face is a little bit like pointy. He's not meant to have a pointy chin. He's meant to have a rounded chin. And now I want to turn the sound off on my computer. 18 my ass. You wish, Sarge. Oh wow, okay. I really did actually botch the face up. Oh well. I'm not a plastic surgeon. I'm not even a fondant surgeon. I'm not even funny. Yes I am. Yes I am. I'm funny. Okay. So. Oh, Sarge! Are you flirting? Not with me. Alright, sorry, I'm not going to embarrass you any further. I'm going to stick the dog's face on and then I'm going to draw on his spots and his nose. No, I was like 20 something, 20. The math is not working in my head right now. I wish I was 18, but no, I was much older than that. 2007, 25. Yeah, 25. 24, 25, 24. When I mean 24, nearly 25 when I met you, Sarge. But no, I was not 18 when I met him. I didn't go down to Christchurch until I was in my 20s. Or down to the city he lives in, sorry. Shouldn't give away people's. Sarge is 18 now. Haha. He's being a dick. Okay. Right, you guys are actually distracting me. It's real bad. Gloves off. I'm getting sick of gloves. Right, so now I need to work out where to put the the dots and the face. So usually I just get this for where the face is going to go, and I'll imprint it into the, oh, I wasn't fast enough to read that one. So I'll imprint it into the fondant, and then I'll go over it with my pens. And the spots, I think I'll just wing it and make them, oh no, maybe I should go around them. So then we've got the nose. So I'm just going over the nose and the mouth with my paintbrush and pressing it into the fondant just so there's a wee line. I don't want to make too much of a line, because if I make too much of a line, then it sinks into the fondant and it looks silly when I do it with a pen. Yep, interesting logic, anywho. And as it happens, I can't see where I've frickin' drawn the lines anyway. This is a pain. I've got a light somewhere, but it's just not going to work. No. Bugger it. That did not work at all, and it normally does. I'm going to have to press harder then. Guess. Which I don't like doing, because it makes an indent. Who's had too many cans of V? You, Sarge. What are you doing drinking V? I can see it a little bit better. Oh. Now I have to come around this way where you can't actually see me, so that I can see the line that I've just drawn, so that I can put my pen along it accurately without eking up, which is not actually as easy as you might think when you can't see the line. Oh, okay. I think I've got it. Okay, that's just the line that like makes it look like he's got a raised nose, so that's alright. Now I wait for that to dry, because if I put this down on top of it, yeah, okay, so who can we do some shout outs to? Because I've shouted out to all the faves. I'm going to give Buttons a shout out. Sorry, elbows, you don't want to see those. Or fat arms. Oh, now everything comes up. I don't know. Buttons 320, isn't it? Better check. Yes, it is. It's Buttons 320. Just because I'm getting a bit bored of playing with fondant at the moment. I'm interested in knowing who Sarge is talking to. That's what she said. I said pen on it, sounded like something else, lol, but it was like, but you not got one of them. Who are you chatting to, Sarge? Such a nosy bitch. Who? Oh, it's Paul. I don't think I have, darling, but you just dropped off the chat because Gordo and old what's his face, Sarge, have taken over. Oh, so what did I learn when I was in Buttons chat today too? I learned that Farmer Pierce is her husband, which was cool. And then I learned that Buttons and Topster have met. I use rice paper for stencils. No, I don't. I just use A4 paper that I print off my printer. He's more than welcome to come and say hi. No. No, I don't. I would like to use rice paper one day. You need a special printer for that. I'd also like to be able to print my own images onto fondant. But again, another special printer. Actually, you need a normal printer, but edible inks. But it voids the warranty straight away. So, and there goes a little of my drink bottle. Something had to fall on the floor tonight. At least it's my bottle lid, not everyone's mind. Okay. Thirsty work that's talking shit. And now I'm going to do the lines for his little mouth, and then from there I should be able to work out the nose without needing to put too much indent into the fondant. There's a lot to think about. Like, I get questioned, like some people ask what is I do charge, even family and friends. I can't afford to wear that cost myself, you know. It's you use a dozen eggs, but it pretty much, because icing's got 6 egg whites in it, and cake's got eggs in it, and yeah. There's the box, there's the board. The boxes, I don't know how much they're going to be yet. I get them from Pack and Save at the moment. So I cheat. I don't pay for my boxes yet, but lady at the shop where I get all my boards from, she's ordered some boxes in so that I can actually have proper boxes with a window in the top. And, oh, where was I going with that? Who has squirrels a lot? Now I'm squirreled and I've got no. Anyway. Paying attention to what I'm doing. I can sort of see my lines. Oh fuck, sort of. I hate this. I'm going to have my eyes checked. I think I'm getting old. Right. Okay. I think we go up here. And sort of. What's more square? Oh shit. Oh. Getting there. Oh, so right. Oh yeah, so watching Button's stream today, I learnt lots about Buttons. I learnt lots about her job. And talking about IRL, like knowing people in real life. Of my followers that I've got, I know Sarge, old crazy granny, Primus, and it's 7-9. Personally, like in real life, known them for ages. I know Gordo Ramsey from recently. And of course I know Scuba and Flash and Brian and Paul and Totster from Crazy Kiwi Gamers. So making new friends as well as old, you know, maintaining old friendships, which is great. Loving it. It's what streaming sort of given me. Is, I think I said earlier, somewhere I belong. You know, it's a Linkin Park song, really. I'm not gonna burst into song as much as I'd like to. Okay, we've got the nose is not looking the way I want it, and I haven't actually sewn it down. I haven't stuck down the face to the base yet. So okay, it's effectively painting, and it's actually quite tricky to do on wet fondant. Okay, I'm just going to have to be happy with that. He's got a lopsided face, a lopsided smile. Yep, one big crazy family, that's right. And I lost my chat box again. The chat box. I lost that. Nothing else. Do I have to give these a mum look? Sure I'd win a karaoke contest. I'm sure I wouldn't. I'm sure everybody would be throwing rotten tomatoes at me. Just getting me to shut up after 2 seconds. Right now, I've got to put these dimples on. I've got to put dimples on Marshall, and this is a very... Got to get these right. No, I don't. At the end of the day, you know. Nah, it doesn't look right, people. Oh, but of course I've got to do his ears, and I've got to do his eyes, and his eyes I won't do until tomorrow. So now that we've got the little splotches on his face, oh dear, that's about there, I think. That wasn't too hard. It's not hard to get the black splotches with my black food pen. So this is a food pen. This isn't, I'm not just using any old felt tip. These are edible ink markers. So, wake up and the kids have eaten what? The kids aren't here, dude. Kids ain't here. And this is what I do with my kid free time. Woohoo! I'm partying up, living the life, baby. Making cake decorations for strangers on stream. And talking shit. And having fun. I had the time of my life. Nope. Maybe need to wait till I'm not feeling still so shit to be able to get my singing voice back out. Now I'm wondering, see, because he's got these little black lines around his face, whether I actually draw that on or whether it will just be implied by the fact that his face is raised up. And these are other little things that I've got to think about. Like, do I outline it? Can you tell that that's what it is? Like, usually kids can anyway. It's not usually a big deal. But I always stress when it's something that you want to get perfect. And I'm not really great at perfect. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be worth it. Okay, who encouraged me? Because now poor people are having to listen that don't really need the assault on their ears. Yeah, no, the kids are not going to eat the cake stuff because they're not here. And funnily enough, it's actually the ex-husband's birthday tomorrow. And I was going to make his cake. But he's having a carrot cake made for him by his new, by his fiancée, which is far more appropriate than his ex-wife making his birthday cake. I did make his birthday cake last year and I absolutely fucked it up. Not on purpose, I had just found out then that he was seeing someone new and I was all geared up to go to his birthday party with the kids and got told, oh, you know, I want the cake and the kids, but don't come. No, you can't come. It's like, fucking what now? Like, a couple of hours ago I talked to you and I was, like, invited. What the... And, you still want me to bring a cake. So this year it's up to her. I made a caramel cake, but it was really terrible, and the caramel ganache didn't work. Caramel cake, sorry. Caramel mud cake. It was just awful. It was awful. I didn't add any laxatives. I'm not that rude. Other people were eating it. That would just be mean. Why would I do that? That's not how I work. Karma does its own thing. I don't need to put laxative in someone's cake. If something's going to happen to someone, it'll happen. But yeah, he didn't deal with it very well. So, quite strange going into their house. Because I offered to drop the kids off today. I don't normally drop the kids off. He normally picks them up from school. But school holidays and Anzac Day, so the boy didn't have preschool. And we were out and about. And I was like, oh, I'll just drop them off. But no, it's really weird. But then I suppose it's weird for him to come here. It would be a shitty thing to do, wouldn't it, Sarge? Nah, because I like his relatives. I like his family. I like him to a point. I mean, he's the only dad my kids have got. So, okay, we're starting to look a little more like a cartoon character over here, and I've gone with outlining just because I can. and I'm actually pleased with what I've done. So this is the whole process. Like when I'm doing this, it's all trial and error as I go. I have no idea what I'm doing until I'm doing it. And no, that's not being lost. It's just, I don't know, I'm more creative when I'm put on the spot. I've always been the person that, like, you know, uni finished essays at the last minute, and I was finishing my essay at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was due to be handed in at 8 o'clock in the morning. That was me. Yeah. So I would race up to the uni at 7, and the hill up to Victoria University, okay, maybe not that bad, but really severe. And you're running to get to the computer labs before anybody else gets there, knowing that everybody else is going to be there, because this was back in the day where you put things onto a floppy, took it up to the uni, and then uploaded it from your floppy disk. Floppy disk. No USB sticks, they were a little bit further along. Floppy disk. You take it up to the uni, you'd log into the system, you'd upload from your floppy disk, and depending on what you had, like when I did information systems, and I did access, and oh shit, what was the other one? Microsoft Access, and then there was Visual Basic. You'd have things saved on like 10 or 12 floppy disks, your whole assignment, and you'd have to load each one and upload it to before the deadline, because if you hadn't uploaded everything by the deadline, then your assignment wasn't finished. And yeah, thankfully I was always able to get up there on time. And then a friend let me know that actually you can have access to the library 24/7. You just have to know how to get in and what code to use, so I could get up there a bit earlier. I've still got the floppy disk that I have all my assignments on. I was like, nah, fuck it, I did these assignments. I've got a computer somewhere that even takes floppy disks. Not sure it would work. But, you know, that's not the point. I have a Viewmaster, like an actual original Viewmaster. Who can say they've got one of those? And somewhere I've even got a box of, like, 1970s discs for them. The Waltons and all sorts. Okay, so here we go. So that's the paper one, and that's not too bad, right? I'm going to glue it down now, so, and no, it hasn't got eyes. I will make the eyes tomorrow, or draw them tomorrow, because they're the fiddly bit. But I have a character almost made. It's only taken 1 hour and 48 minutes and 2 seconds. Oh, can you? Oh, that would be fun to see, just to see what's on my... Yeah, but didn't you have to type commands to get them to even work, so... Fuck if I know, but that would be quite cool. Okay. Marshall has a face. Marshall has part of his helmet, most of his helmet. Marshall will get eyes tomorrow. So now, where did I put his ears? Over here. Found them! So we just got to basically cut out 2 little shapes to make the ears and draw on these as well. And easy. Right. No worries, we're just going to cut off this funny edges. Yes, concentrating again, because really want to keep all my digits. Oh, my gravelly voice is coming back. But I've nearly streamed for 2 hours, which is amazing. That's pretty good. I'm quite pleased with myself. Fuck! 11:20 at night. Okay, wow. Look at that! Time flies when you're talking shit and having fun. I'll get these ears cut out, and then I might call it a night for streaming and just tattoo here on my own. But I am so appreciative of everybody who's popped in tonight. I am still working on my goals. I haven't forgotten, so I hope everyone else that has been watching and setting goals themselves are still working on theirs. Said I'm going to try really hard to go for a walk tomorrow. Wow, D2? No, Don't need a kitchen assistant. Gonna have to get rid of the cat. So what's down there is actually the cat carrier, because I want them to be used to it, so because they've got the vets very soon. And he's like, oh hi, I can get up on the bench. He only puts his paws up though, so that's okay. And he hasn't touched anywhere I'm touching with cake stuff, but it will be getting a wipe down with an antibacterial wipe very soon. Little shits. It's cupboard love, because the biscuit... Because they've licked all the gravy off the meat. They don't want to eat the meat, and the biscuit bowl is empty in the middle. Cat empty. Not empty. Plenty of food. Probably lasts them a couple of days if they weren't greedy little shits. Not that long, but no. Dito is telling me that the biscuits need filling. At least. Hey, dates. Hey? Is that what you're telling me? You big funky teenager, you're such an awkward cat. Okay, climb me the back of my leg. No. Dude, not cool. How to get your way when you're a cat? Just totally freak Mum out and try and climb her leg. They did that when they were kittens, and now he thinks he's like, oh, I'm still a kitten. No, you can't climb my legs anymore. They would climb, granted I wasn't in jeans, I'm in jeans at the moment. But they would climb up my track pants and think that was quite cool. Like, please don't climb too late. They're doing it anyway. You can tell it's getting late at night. I have actually had an anti-anxiety tablet today. So I've had a high anxiety day. So not yesterday, Tuesday, I went out to go to the supermarket after drop my son off at preschool, because I try to do things while I'm out. That's part of my anxiety. Get it done while I'm out, and then I can get home and not have to go out again, you know. Or get home, have a breather before I go out and do the next errand, whatever. So to get to the Woolworths supermarket that's newly been built from my son's preschool means a right turn. And as an anxious driver, I'm not too good at right turns. Anybody who knows me, like, if I can make a route go like as many left turns as possible to get somewhere, I will. I will. I've done that ever since my Christchurch days, when I used to go around with a map book, when I didn't know how, or, you know, where I was going, so I had my map book. And anyway, so plan in my head where I was going to go. And of course, they're putting all these streets for people in up here, and raised bloody crossings at schools, which, I mean, outside schools I think they're fantastic, because a lot of people don't keep their speed down around schools. But anyway, so I'd forgotten that this was happening, and I ended up in a detour that it took me to another place where I would have to turn right. But in order to do that, I had to sit for about half an hour in traffic. So no, as soon as I could, I turned right down a side street, because nothing was going towards me, and hoofed it back out of there again. May or may not have driven a little faster than I needed to, with anxiety. Like, I did stop at the roadworks, and I was like, can you guys tell me who the hell I can talk to, because this is ridiculous. Literally the only way that you can get into the supermarket without having to go around a roundabout and back again, they closed off. No, it shouldn't be a big deal, but when you've got anxiety and you plan where you're going to go step by step before you leave the house, even something as small as taking my son to preschool. If there's a detour because I didn't know there was roadworks happening, or, you know, I haven't seen the social media posts or whatever, I'll just lose it. Like, fuck! No! And I'm going 5-6 k's out of my way to take my son to preschool because of all the detours that are around us at the moment. It does not make sense to close off a part of this street and a part of this street and then a part of this one and a part of this one. Like, all at the same time? Could you not do this one and then this one and then this one and then this one? But anyway, I'm not a town planner. I'll just get to sit here and moan about how things work in our city. And in all fairness, I actually felt yesterday like I was stuck in Christchurch. And I left Christchurch in 2013 because I just could not handle the way that every day I went from where I lived, which was in Addington and Christchurch, and it was about a 40-minute drive out to Kainga, where my friend was. And I had to go through various suburbs, Shirley being one of them, and Shirley being the most fucked up one of them. And there would always be a detour, like, you'd think you could turn down this road, and no, now you've got to go all these miles around. And Christchurch is like, a lot of one-way streets, which is awesome for flow of traffic at rush hour. But not so awesome when there's detour after detour and you know your way basically around the city, but you don't know the streets they detour you down. So it just felt yesterday like I was back in Christchurch. I did not like it one bit. Even when I go to Christchurch now, I avoid the motorway, the new motorway. Some sanitizer because I've got this fucking bit of hair keeps getting in my face. I got lost trying to get away from the motorway and I ended up going under it and then thought I would get back onto Marston's Road and ended up friggin' having to turn back around anyway. Go back under the motorway and like, where am I? It's in Belfast, so I was at Northwood. But yeah. So I do get confused when I go to Christchurch now. It's really sad. I miss the Christchurch that was. And I haven't really given the city a good chance because I'm just not brave enough to go in the city. I can go on the outskirts. I've done Pepanui. Haven't been back to Hornby in years, actually. Horny old Hornby. Okay, I need to do these spots on his ears, and then I'll leave you to your evenings. Oh yeah, I know, and getting behind the airport, how I used to drive from Burnham over to Bev's, to Mama's place. And I would go to Chain Road and behind the airport and that. From what I understand, it's really hard to do that now. To turn off the main road to go behind the airport, so I don't know. Last time I was in that area was when Maddie and my cousin's daughter Camilla were 2. So that was before Amy moved back up here. Yeah. I'm a little bit scared. I like Marston's Road. I know Marston's Road. Not last time I came down, the time before, I braved it into town to go and see my logs. But I haven't heard from my logs in a long time now. So, do miss logs. He was a good friend. Because I reconnected with Logan, Sarge, I reconnected with Logan after the earthquakes, hey? He and I actually became really good friends, considering he barely stand me at one point when I was going out with you. His own admission, he was happy to admit that. Around your way though, Buchanan's Road and all that, is that still... Probably shouldn't name roads around you, but... Because it was easy to get to your place. It was always easy, I remember that. Mind you, I loved Hornby because that was the best place to go for BK. I absolutely loved BK and Hornby. I would not go to the one in town, or, I would go out to Hornby to get my BK because it was just better. I can't tell if it's raining outside or if it's just my laptop making a noise. But I can hear wind and it is possibly raining. It wasn't looking too great earlier. Alright. Sorry, I'm colouring in ears, but I'm talking. The new motorway just scares the shit out of me. I don't even want to come down and drive on that thing. I don't. But we've got new motorways here too. The road to Mott is a lot more efficient now. Except at the moment, because it's full of 11 billion friggin' road cones, which Ellie was trying to count the other day, real cute. There's three rows of road cones, and Ellie's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Ellie, you're not going to be able to count them all. By the time you've counted 10, we're going to be past 1,000. She's trying though. She didn't care. Gotta count those road cones, because that's when we're off to Primus's. His boys are so gorgeous. I so miss them. ever since I met the oldest, who I took the cupcakes over to, he's always called me weird. I'm like, okay, well, right, I'm a weirdo. He's a weirdo. He's like, you're so weird. I'm like, no, you're weirder. Good relationship with someone else's kids. It's awesome. And my kids love them too. They get on pretty well. There's the whole, Mum, such and such did this, blah, blah, did that. It's usually the siblings telling on each other. So it was nice because boys were comfortable with me still. So that's good. Somebody tells me Dad wasn't quite so much. Yeah, well, if I come down to there anytime soon, like I'm gonna have to work out a way where I don't actually have to go on the motorway. So I might have to like go Martins to Wainoni to, you know, like to miss it. Try and work my way around. Okay, we've got one ear. An ear with splotches on it being glued on now. Fantastic! Love it when something works. And it is slightly smaller, the top ear, than the bottom. But again, once it's dry tomorrow, I can cut around the edges and good luck. Oh, well then, if I come down, you're just going to have to come get me. You'll have to bring me out yourself. Now, see, I want to go say hi in Discord, but yeah. It is getting late. It is 11:32 p.m. over here in New Zealand. I have streamed for 2 hours. Ah! I did it. Each time's getting a little bit longer. I appreciate the raids. And, because how many raids did I get at the same time? I got quite a few. Because Sarge raided, Granny raided, Flash raided, and Scuba raided. So you all raided at the same time. So that's pretty awesome. My first raids. I'm not a virgin anymore. Oh no, hang on, I got a raid the other night, didn't I? So, but my first like massive raids. Because Scoop raided me the other night, so they took away the raid virginity, as I'm calling it. Seeing as the boys are dirty anyway, I may as well continue the theme. I will be back tomorrow night. Yes, I will. Same channel. Probably the same time. I tried to jump on at 8:30 tonight, but I just wasn't having. I needed to eat. I needed to mentally prepare. I needed to put makeup on. Not that you can actually see that I made the effort because of the lighting in here is shit. So tomorrow I'm going to go and get a different light bulb. One that is lesser wattage. Because I think that's one of the stronger LEDs. And I'm also going to get a, that's a white one. So I'm going to get a yellow light and hope that that will be better. I'm also going to have to work out a way to jack up a light above me somehow. I'm not sure the landlady would like me to get an electrician in to do that. So I'll have to find another way. But I'm determined to get the lighting. So tomorrow night I should be finished all of these because I will just faff around tonight. Or I might even go to bed early and get up tomorrow and do them. Then I'll be back stacking the cakes tomorrow and putting these doodads on, and yeah, I'll see how far I get. My aim tomorrow is to do a walk. Ideally I'd love to go and do like my 7k walk. In the dream world I'd like to go up to my grandparents so that I can do my 10k walk. In reality it's probably not going to get out for a walk tomorrow because my lungs are still feeling pretty shitty, but that's okay. This is winter now over in New Zealand. If you're in the other side of the world, you're going into spring and summer. We're in autumn heading into winter, and it's starting to get pretty cold, and yeah, so okay guys, keep being awesome. Thank you so much for all my viewers. Thank you to my new followers. I really appreciate the follows. Just to remember, I'm not wanting followers to be affiliate to monetize for any reason. I literally just want to keep getting my name out, get my viewers, get blurps and things working, have a bit more interactive chat. I would really, like I've said it before, I'd ideally love to have people come in to chat and talk about the topic that I post. So I might be doing cake decorations, but you'll see at the end of my notification that I did put parenting with PTSD. Or that's really hard to talk about because some of my PTSD symptoms are just what parents go through every day anyway, so it's not necessarily just what I go through. And not all parents with PTSD go through the same things that I do either, you know. So some people smash it at parenting, but then the rest of life they like suck it. So I suck at everything except for making cakes. So I'm just going to glue this last ear on, and then I'll show you what how far I've got with Marshall while I'm talking. And I'm pretty happy with Marshall. Tomorrow I'll work out a way to talk to somebody to help me set up the blurps. See, as Tot says that they will work, which is fantastic. And tomorrow could be interactive. It's quite good the sound alerts weren't working tonight actually, because I don't really want to jump scare when I'm trying to use the world's sharpest scalpel to cut fondant out and have people playing sound alerts. So it's probably good timed. When I'm putting icing, like, you know, the buttercream on, that's not so much of a problem. Okay, well now I've hacked at Marshall, and he's no longer a whole picture. So if anybody saw it from the start, you might want to go back to the start to see what the guys look like. But if you know Paw Patrol, you know what they look like. And so here we go. I have made most of Marshall, which I'm quite proud of. I've just got Rubble and Chase and the Paw Patrol logo to go. So have a great night, everybody. Have a great Friday tomorrow, or if it's Thursday tomorrow for you, just have a great day. I will be back tomorrow, and yeah, let's have chats and talk about what we've done. And thank you so much for anyone who has been lurking, anybody who's been following. Chatters are always wonderful, but lurkers are just as important. And yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much for making my streams possible and for taking an interest in my interests. I love you all. Until I see you next. Goodbye.